Alright, hello. It's Saturday, July 13th, 9:21 a.m. Okay. Okay, I open my garage. These are to write my book. This I put all the numbers of people because I don't know why I actually did that. Of just like friends and stuff and people from my partial program I did. I'm not sure why I did that. It was going to be like maybe in case I didn't kill myself. Well, like I didn't, but I didn't take my backpack with me either. But anyway, I hid, as you know from my last video, that I hid everything in there because I don't want Cindy to find out about all these journals. But this is what I did. Like, I filled up all these except for this one. I don't think I even used this one. Maybe I used one page. And this one I used for my last chapter of my book. These are just like notes that I used to make my book. My book ended up being 385 pages, but this was the day I was going to kill myself. I know I put May 28th. It ended up being May 31st. My goal was to do it on May 28th, but something happened where it actually ended up being Friday, May 31st is when I went to go do it. Of course, I couldn't do it, so I don't know. But yeah, so these two are still have paper, but these, see, as I wrote my book, I guess I still have some pages left. As I wrote my book, I would rip out my notes, because my goal was to write the book and then throw everything else away. And then this was the very, very first one I think I started in. So this one I used up every piece of paper, I'm sure. Oh, I got one piece left. And the same goes for this one. This one I used up almost all of it. I just have a few pages left in the whole book, or in the whole, whatever this is called. Tab, or I don't know what it's called. But anyway, there's my pen. But, so I wrote a 385-page book, and here's my backpack I bought. I sold my PS4 and stuff because I knew they hacked into it. I got my Bible that, I don't know, I thought maybe if I had a Bible with me when I killed myself, because the whole goal would be to kill yourself, but then be able to watch your kids grow up from, so hoping that God is real type stuff. I don't know. Because if he is, he would know the truth. Right? That's what they say. But, so today, this goes back. I know I was going to do like a bunch of videos talking about the whole book or whatever. But I don't really know exactly what I want to do, because I want to leave my book where it's at, because it's hiding. I don't want anybody to find it. I want, so I'm going to throw these away. But today I'm gonna sell my PS3. As you see right there, it's ready to go. Selling everything. Thinking about, you know, getting rid of my phone too. Just I don't want anything electronic on me that they can. I mean, my PlayStation 3 had 2 controllers, and they were always upstairs, like on the, well, where you saw the TV was at the beginning of this video. Right there, that's where my PlayStation was hooked to that TV. Well, a controller disappeared. And I believe Cindy gave it to the Crooked PI, and maybe they can create like a different PS3 to mimic this PS3. And kind of like they were doing with the PS4, you could tell when somebody's in it, and the PS3 would turn on its own sometimes. It would just turn on. And our internet doesn't work at night. That kind of leads me to believe maybe they're into the internet. I don't know. I just don't trust anybody, and all the stuff I saw of with them recording me and stuff. So I'm going to just get rid of everything that's electronic of mine. And of course, I can't sell the boys' PS4s, right? So I'm just screwed in that area. They can do what they want with those, I guess. I don't know what to do, but all I do know is, see, that's Taves. Don't want to use his name. What the hell? What am I doing? Smell this boy's vehicle. I got the Taurus. And then the wife drives a Explorer. We have all Fords. But I honestly don't know what to do. I'm gonna take. I know I said in my last video, I think, that I was gonna take that inside, but I left it there for whatever reason. I'll take it inside today, and I'm gonna put these back in here. I don't know how people get divorced and stuff. Like, it's the hardest thing in the world. I mean, I'd rather be dead, I suppose. I really believe, though, if I got away from Cindy, I'd be fine. I would have no phone or nothing. Nothing that anybody could. I don't want a vehicle, so I'd leave these vehicles. I'd ride my bike. That's my bike over there. I could ride my bike. I feel like I'd be alright. I can't get a job. I can get a job, but I can't stay at a job. Because I just see everything around me. My senses are so high. I mean, like, I notice everything. I notice what everybody's wearing around me. I notice when a phone is pointed at me. Like, I think I talked about the home run derby in my first video when 2 people were recording me. I mean, it's obvious when the field is the opposite direction. They turn around and the camera or their phone is pointed right at you. And then there's a dude there that I think Cindy was meeting, one of her online dudes. He sat like one row down and then over a little bit. I saw him take a picture of Cindy. I originally thought that he might be helping the Crooked PI out, but no, he was there for her. He took a picture of her, and then like he acted like he was doing a selfie. I saw him, he zoomed in on her face, so I was like, oh, alright, whatever. Because that's what they do. I mean, that's what online people do. They meet somewhere like that, so they know each other, and then they hook up. But whatever, I don't really care about that. But like 6 years ago, I came home 1 in the morning. Cindy was gone. I left my boys She was out with a dude. I sat there and actually right there in that spot, by that bush over there by the tree, the car would be parked, like they would drop her off like right there on the street, and she'd walk up the side of the house and come in through the back door. She'd leave the back door unlocked. I was here that night when she did it, watched the whole thing, called her out on it when she came in the back door, and she just pretty much was like, what are you talking about? Act like nothing happened. It was the strangest experience ever. And then she's like, if it's not on tape, it didn't happen. So that started my downfall. Right there is when I just started freaking out. I started stalking her. I'd watch her. She would leave when she worked at Lakeside Hospital. She would leave with guys. One in particular who ended up being a cop, an Omaha police officer. She did that with him for like a year and a half or more. But she would sprinkle in other guys too at the same time. She would be with the cop like a couple times a week, but then she would sprinkle in other guys every week as well. And then I hired a PI, and it turns out that's where the crooked PI comes into play. I believe that's how she made friends with him, because the crooked PI told the cop, because all of a sudden the vehicle that the cop was picking her up in, he got rid of. And I was there in a different vehicle, and the PI was there. And I'm like, there she is, doing hand gestures and stuff. And he's like, he was like, yeah. And then, so I was all excited because we had her. Well, then, turns out he didn't even put it in the report. And he said to me, it's just an Omaha cop. And gave me a report that didn't make any sense. So he wasted $3,000, got wasted on that because she was I didn't realize this, but after talking to people, PIs are usually former cops, and cops don't get cops in trouble. And I believe that's where all this started. I believe that, the wife met, somebody who's willing to do this for her, who likes her. Maybe they like each other. I don't know. Maybe she's pretending to, because I don't think she's for relationships. She is for relationship, but then she's also to cheat. She'll always, as long as she gets away with it, she will always cheat. And she's been with so many dudes. I had over 400, and obviously I didn't catch everybody, but I had these cameras that I caught. I had all these cards, SD cards or whatever they're called. See, I have 2 of these. I have that one, and I have this one. I have 2 of them. And I would catch her every night doing that exact same thing. I even caught her red-handed one night with me, and I wrote down the license plate number on a bubblegum cardboard thing. Like the cardboard, the flip ones. So I had over 400. Well, I was going to kill myself on January. In January, I want to say it was January 3rd. January 3rd. Of 2018. So then I got rid of everything. And of course I couldn't execute it. So I ended up staying in the hospital, I believe. Because I couldn't go through with it. But I ended up getting rid of those SD cards. Because I didn't want them to find them. I don't know. Well, but I'm gonna go sell my PlayStation. I'll probably make another video because that was just back 6 years ago I just told, and I'll tell the story of all the stuff that's happened after that. That was just the beginning of my downfall. And like I said, I have a whole book I wrote on this. And I'll talk more about why I believe Cindy's having the crooked cops and a crooked PI try to set me up, because I've literally overheard two of my coworkers at my old job that I had for 10 years or whatever, that I ended up quitting because I couldn't take it anymore. Overheard them, I call him the devil and the devil's cousin, actually talking about setting me up. And then, you know, I've had a dude in the white truck who I believe is the crooked PI, older gentleman. He was recording me a lot. And he's got like and the reason I know it's him is because of his license plate. So like I know there's a lot of white trucks, but you know by the license plate that it's actually him. But anyway, I'm gonna stop this video, go sell my PlayStation, and I'll probably make more videos on the run as I go, because I'm gonna take my phone, because I believe they have GPS my car. So I'm just going to take my phone anyway, because they'll know where I'm at regardless. So, alrighty, bye.